Heyo, how you guys doing? I know I'm a little late with this video, but let's just get started with that anyway. On the DBZ Amino app, I made a post saying that I had a possible theory on how or why Trunks could come back and how he could even be relevant. I took some notes down and I'm going to give you what I think. Um, well, for a fact, Bulma has been shown to have the intelligence that we can never imagine. She's been able to build chips, come up with cures for the almighty Super Saiyan virus. She's even been able to crack the code to time travel. And now the biggest one, I know it's headcanon, okay? You guys be like, it doesn't matter, you can't include that. I don't care. Um, but there's a possibility that she can manipulate someone's power and increase it to outstanding results as shown in GT. You know, oh, GT's not canon, it's done, it's being overwritten. But there's a lot of traits and characteristics and ideas that come from GT that are clearly shown in Super, so I don't want to hear it. Next, though we all don't want to count GT, who cares? This is just what the Dragon Ball community is for. This is what we talk about. We talk about theories, we debunk them, and we figure out what could be possible. Alright, here we go. What if Beerus wakes up 5, 10, 15 years after Trunks kills Imperfect Cell in his future, and Beerus still has some sort of sight for a Super Saiyan God? It's just, it can't be stopped. He still has a sight for it. For whatever reason, Beerus has the want to really get rid of this wasteland Earth that can't even protect itself against androids. You gotta realize, in this future, he's rebuilding the whole Earth. He's probably still not done with it yet. You know, taking it into real time. When natural disasters happen here in reality, it takes them a good 10, 15 years just to rebuild a city, a country, whatever. But to rebuild the entire Earth that androids destroyed, I don't know, I'm guessing that's going to take hundreds of years. So I'm guessing it's still not finished. So my guess is, Beerus be like, oh, there's no Super Saiyan God, and this Earth has no delicious food. It's a complete wasteland. Most of the human population is dead. It's not even fun to be around. Everyone's too serious, This Saiyan is not even a full-blooded Saiyan. That's a half-breed. I could see him getting angry over it. Of course, he would not know the food that Earth provides, but who knows? Maybe Whis has an insight of the alternate dimension that we watch in Super. Who knows? We still don't know the extent of Whis' powers. Either way, in a desperate attempt, Bulma does everything in her power to help, but comes down to creating a machine similar to what she did in GT for Vegeta to skip Super Saiyan 3 and straight to Super Saiyan 4. Vegeta hasn't had a tail since the Saiyan saga, and this machine just randomly regrew his tail. Again, I know it's GT, but who cares? Bulma has the capacity to even do something like this. It's not that far-fetched. Let's see. Now, I highly doubt they'd implement the actual Super Saiyan 4 form into Super. But what if she was able to study Whis and Beerus for their ki while they were there? Let's say they made 2 trips. They went there, they said, okay, we'll allow you to train and become a Super Saiyan God, and we won't destroy the planet. We'll give you this amount of time, whatever. I heard there was a hyperbolic time chamber that you guys can go in. Who knows? Maybe Whis gave him the idea, and now Trunks and Bulma are in this hyperbolic time chamber for 2 days, 1 day, who knows? And this gives Bulma the time to build a machine like this. Anyway, she builds some sort of machine to manipulate Trunks' ki to be the same as Whis and Beerus, somehow giving Trunks the natural ability to keep his ki inside of him. Now, when we heard that's what the key was to becoming a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue, whatever you want to call it, we were all pretty baffled considering that's such a simple technique, And of course, you had to train with Whis or whatever, but we don't know the exact requirements to get this God aura. We don't. So the only true thing we know is keeping your ki inside of you. Now, if you're shaking your head, this is impossible. They would never, spend that much time on the alternate universe. Think about this. Frieza came back again time travel was made into something. Like, this was a common thing in the Android Saga. Gohan gets his mystic powers from no training in the Buu Saga. Yeah, he trains with Supreme Kai with the sword, but I doubt that had anything to do with anything. In fact, I was kind of really psyched to see Gohan train or actually beat Buu with a sword. I mean, it would have probably been useless, but it would have been nice to see how fluid he is with it and how he would use it. But really, anything can happen in the show. So saying he was to appear in the series farther down the line, he'd be somewhat on the level of Vegeta and Goku, if not to help out. Now, I don't know what he would do to help out, what an extra Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan would do to help, or his actual reasoning. Maybe Gohan in our timeline, I think they call it the hot timeline or the main timeline. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember yet. Maybe Gohan trains enough to get himself on a very good level. Trunks comes back and it's an all-out battle between Super Saiyan God Blue Vegito and Super Saiyan God Blue fusion between Trunks, future Trunks, and Gohan. Who knows? There's been a few hints toward fusion. It definitely hasn't been forgotten. It just hasn't needed a proper time yet. The interview that came out stated that he had no plans for Vegeta and Goku to surpass Whis or Beerus. He said nothing at all about using a fusion to surpass them, and we know that a fusion has a huge multiplier, and it will put them past almost anyone. He did not say he did not have any plans for Vegito or anyone surpassing them. He said specifically Goku and Vegeta. Because separately, Goku and Vegeta were not able to beat Buhan. It just wasn't going to happen. They had to fuse. So, my guess is, fusion. Maybe that's the contribution that Future Trunks can have in our timeline. Because Gohan alone, I can't see them making him as strong as Goku and Vegeta or stronger. I can't see Akira Toriyama doing that again, even though we all loved it. It's just something I don't see him doing again, because Goku is the one that seems to be beating Hit. So far, that episode has not come out where we see him passed out. We saw Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, but we didn't see if he won yet. Let me get a drink really quick. So, when it comes to, everybody saying it's impossible for Trunks to come back, I don't believe so. I think there's a very large possibility that he could just be written in somehow, because Toriyama has done some pretty crazy things that, in fact, he's come up with so many plot holes, it's ridiculous. So, saying that Boo still came and, Trunks was able to beat him and this and that, and he completely forgot that the amount of energy needed to, I don't know. I really don't. But yeah, this is really all I have to say. If you guys can debunk this somehow or help me improve this theory, let me know. Tell me if I missed anything, and so on. But as far as right now, keep checking up on the DBZ Amino app if you have one. If you don't, sign up for it. It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.